Tongkat Ali is from the Malay language and it translates to Ali's crutch or Ali's stick. It's also known as Malaysian ginseng. The Tongkat Ali root comes from a plant known as Eurycoma longifolia. The world's Tongkat Ali supply comes from Malaysia and Indonesia. The general components of Tongkat Ali consist of various bioactive components like Eurycoma lactone, Eurycoma oside, Eurycolactone, and Eurycomanone. The quasinoids are found to contain anti-cancer, anti-ulcer, and anti-parasitic effect, while the alkaloids contain antibacterial and anti-cancer properties. Tongkat Ali is one of the natural herbs that's been successfully proven by scientists to regulate the testosterone hormone in both men and women in recent years. Testosterone is one of the key hormones in the body and is associated with masculinity, energy, mood, stamina, libido, and overall general health. Therefore, both men and women can gain similar advantages by restoring testosterone levels. As we age, the testosterone level drops in both men and women, more so after 35 years of age, with testosterone levels being only 40 to 50% of the youthful level by the age of 60. This reduction in testosterone level could be due to a variety of reasons. Work, stress, and lifestyle, such as food, diet, exercise, and sleeping patterns, can all affect your levels. Research has shown that increased testosterone results in various health benefits, improved muscle mass, decreased amount of body fat, and increased mental and physical energy. Tongkat Ali extract appeared to be beneficial as a health supplement in disabling the appearance of late-onset hypogonadism symptoms. For a period of 1 month, out of 320 patients who were suffering from late-onset hypogonadism, 76 patients were given 200 milligrams of water-soluble Tongkat Ali extract, and the results showed improvements in the Aging Maleless Symptoms score, with improvements in the serum testosterone concentration. Likewise, during another research by the University of Western Cape, South Africa, both men and women, ranging from the age of 57 to 72, were given 400 milligrams of Tongkat Ali extract over a course of 5 weeks. It was observed that the Tongkat Ali not only enhanced the levels of testosterone, but also greatly promoted muscle strength in men and women. It was shown that women had an increase in free testosterone levels owing to the momentous reduction in the concentration of sex hormone binding globulin. Tongkat Ali has been touted as the best natural remedy next to Viagra. The benefits of Tongkat Ali was found in supporting healthy male reproductive function and fertility, including sperm motility, semen production, libido, and erectile function. The mechanism works by regulating testosterone hormone that's responsible for sexual organs, function, and libido. The rising number of erectile dysfunction cases has attracted more scientists to find the next breakthrough that's natural and safe. In the US alone, more than 30 million men were diagnosed with erectile dysfunction out of 150 million cases worldwide. The fact that Tongkat Ali is gaining rapid popularity as the preferred alternative to Viagra is due to its long-term effectiveness and its versatility. Tongkat Ali has shown significant improvements in sperm motility and erection time for men. However, Tongkat Ali benefits women who are also searching for a natural and safe way to boost libido. A 12-week study by the University of Science, Malaysia, was conducted on 109 men, ranging between the ages of 30 and 55. It was observed that Tongkat Ali had a great impact on sexual health and libido. In comparison to the placebo, it resulted in increased sperm motility, increased semen volume, enhanced libido, and improved erectile function. Similarly, in another 9-month clinical trial at Wellman Clinic regarding the infertility, it was seen that 75 males under the effect of Tongkat Ali supplements had an improved rate of fertility owing to the increased rate of semen volume, increased concentration of sperm, increased sperm motility, and sperm quality. In another 12-week study, by Medicus Research in Northridge, California, on a sample size of 26 men. A proprietary freeze-dried water extract of Tongkat Ali was examined for its effects on sexual performance, fulfillment, and well-being in the samples. It was observed that when compared to placebo groups, not only was the sexual performance improved, but subjective libido scores were also increased, resulting in increased hardness and erection time. Based on similar studies conducted by the University of Science Malaysia, it showed similar results. There was evidence to suggest that animals' estrogen inhibitory effects on the production of testosterone were overturned along with a significant increase in sperm production, amount, vitality, concentration, and motility owing to the effects of Tongkat Ali. In another study, conducted and published at Phytomedicine, the consumption of Tongkat Ali was seen to result in improved sexual libido, sexual stimulation, and performance. The versatility of Tongkat Ali enabled wider applications as a functional ingredient that's widely popular among fitness and sports community. The benefits of adding Tongkat Ali gives a performance edge in strength and muscle growth. In a study of 32 men published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning, 11 grams per day of Tongkat Ali supplements were given for 4 weeks, and it resulted in increased total strength based on squats, bench, and deadlift exercise. Similarly, in another 5-week study by Department of Medical Biosciences in the University of Western Cape, South Africa, where 13 men and 12 women were given 400 milligrams each of Tongkat Ali daily, it revealed an increase of 16% of the muscular force hand grip test in men and 13% in women. This study also confirms Tongkat Ali's ergogenic benefit through improved muscle mass and strength. Tongkat Ali had a great impact on the improved muscle strength of middle-aged women also. This effect was found in a study conducted by the University of Mara Technology, Malaysia, on 31 women between 45 and 59 years of age. It was revealed that in a duration of 12 weeks, 200 milligrams of Tongkat Ali daily resulted in 67% improvement on the bench press, 21% improvement on upper body power, and significant improvement in hand grip strength. In a similar 5-week study on 14 men published on the British Journal of Sports Medicine in 2003, it showed an improvement in the strength and the size of muscle. This is over and above significant improvements in athletic performance based on the daily intake of a supplement. Tongkat Ali is characterized by scientists as an adaptogen and an anabolic plant. Anabolic processes happen in the body, and it enables growth and mineralization of bone and increases in muscle mass. Tongkat Ali is highly anabolic, and it contains a high level of protein. Earlier discoveries by scientists show that Tongkat Ali consumption has successfully resulted in increased muscle mass in active, healthy adults. There's evidence that shows that Tongkat Ali can potentially contribute to weight or fat loss for both men and women. During a 12-week study conducted by a group of scientists at the School of Medical Sciences at the University of Science Malaysia on 109 men, in comparison with the placebo test subjects, the group had 300 milligrams of Tongkat Ali, and they exhibited a decrease in hip size, fat mass, and waist circumference. Similarly, another research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine had the Tongkat Ali show an increase in muscle strength and bulk with reduced body fat when given to 14 healthy men for 5 weeks. The research by the University of South Africa showed that Tongkat Ali was shown to decrease body weight and belly fat in mice, with no change in the internal organ weight. In simpler terms, osteoporosis means that the bone is porous. When viewed under a microscope, a healthy bone looks like a honeycomb. When osteoporosis occurs, the holes and the spaces in the honeycomb are much larger than in a healthy bone. Recent research on Tongkat Ali has shown properties that are positive to bone development. Thus, potentially, it can be used to treat osteoporosis. Tongkat Ali was found to strengthen bones and ultimately treating male osteoporosis by a group of researchers at the Faculty of Medicine, the National University of Malaysia. This finding was due to Tongkat Ali's major role in increasing testosterone level, which not only stimulates the production of bone-forming cells, the osteoblasts, but it also activates the death of bone breakdown cells, or osteoclasts, which eventually lead to bone mass preservation. There's evidence in other studies to suggest that the consumption of Tongkat Ali stimulated bone formation, and it triggers the manufacture of proteins which are bone building in nature. In a similar study, calcium loss was prevented by Tongkat Ali in the impotent male rats who were suffering from osteoporosis in their bones. A reduction of the incidence of subcutaneous or under-the-skin tumours was found owing to the exposure of Tongkat Ali on test subjects. Tongkat Ali was operative against a variety of cancers such as leukemia, lung and breast cancer. However, gut cancer had a moderate effectiveness against Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali is proven by scientists to reduce anger, tension and confusion, factors that influence your mood and your stress levels. The benefits of Tongkat Ali in this area help busy professionals or those who are experiencing depression or stressful situations. For those searching for a natural remedy without side effects, Tongkat Ali is a proven alternative to Celexa, Zoloft and Prozac. A study conducted by well-known psychonutritionalist Dr. Sean Talbot, published in the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition, showed significant improvements in mood. The study was performed in 2013 on 63 men and women who were in reasonably stressed states. The results showed that 200 mg per day of Tongkat Ali for 4 weeks resulted in a reduction in tension of 11%, a reduction in anger of 12%, a reduction in confusion of 12%, and a reduced cortisol exposure of 16%. A research study conducted by Tokyo Medical University and Institute of Life Sciences in Japan in 2016 analysed the effects of Tongkat Ali consumption using human test subjects. The results showed that the amount of T cells, naive T cell amounts, and the CD4 were increased after 4 weeks of use. Research conducted by Bioscience Department at the National University of Malaysia found that Tongkat Ali contributed to a substantial decrease in blood sugar. Tongkat Ali is classified as an adaptogen, thus it helps the body to resist stressors of all kind, whether physical, chemical or biological. At the same time, Tongkat Ali was found by scientists to reduce stress, anxiety and tension, largely due to the alkaloids and the quasinoids found in the Tongkat Ali. A study published in the Journal of Biomed Research International in 2016 showed that Tongkat Ali enables the widening of blood vessels, resulting in reduced blood pressure. A recent study in 2019 found that Tongkat Ali contains anti-inflammatory properties. In a study by Taf University, published in Saudi Medical Journal, it's been exhibited that the growth of harmful bacteria was inhibited by Tongkat Ali in the lab. Owing to the presence of quasinoids in Tongkat Ali, it has certain antiparasitic properties, which not only inhibits the growth of parasites, but also in its movement and its reproduction. In another study conducted in the lab by a group of researchers at the University of Malaya in 2015, the Tongkat Ali was seen to constrain the growth and the production of a parasite, which causes intestinal problems in the human body. The Tongkat Ali exhibited its highest anti-protozoal activity at 1 mg per milliliter. Moreover, the growth of toxoplasmosis causing parasite was also seen to be inhibited by Tongkat Ali in another lab study. Besides anti-inflammatory and anti-tumour properties, further research on Tongkat Ali revealed anti-ulcer properties, which paved new discoveries to potentially combating stomach-related injuries. A group of scientists in Shanghai Research Lab in Japan found evidence to suggest that the quasinoids in the Tongkat Ali prevented the formation of ulcers by decreasing the surplus amount of acid in the stomach. This study was published in the 2004 edition of European Journal of Medicinal Chemistry. For more information on testosterone boosting supplements, on herbs, supplements, or health conditions, check out my website.